finance, valuation, and all the rest. We coordinated, did a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things in school, and we're developing skills, developing capacity. And then 400 level leadership position came. I doubled down on my skills. And when I was done, I got an admission. So this is basically my story. And I was resilient. And I had the mind that I had goals. I believe you guys are taking point from what I'm saying, right? So came in naive, but had goals, met the right people. When I met the right people, we shared goals, we shared our vision, we pursued it. And the three goals that we had, I think only one of us finished with first class, and that should be Babatunde. And it was also the BGS of our time as well. Also, but then the rest of us were very, very close to first class, very, very close. In fact, my CGPA was 4.48 when I was leaving school. Like the final, we're very, very close to first class. In school, we all got scholarships. When we're done, we all got jobs. Like we got jobs, we got employment. So we even got employment before going for NYC. That's just the case. So this is basically my story. And I would start by asking a few questions. This is where we would have to unmute our mics and speak. I would like to understand, how do you feel when you fail a course? Or how do you feel when you fail a test? Or how do you feel when you write an exam or a test, and even though you've not seen the results, there's this thought that you are having that I might not have done well in this course, and you are scared. So how do you feel when you fail a course, or you are scared of very difficult course? When you have a challenge, there's something you're working on, and it looks so difficult. What comes to your mind first? Then the next thing is, do you believe intelligence is fixed or can be developed? So I need 2 to 3 persons that are going to share with us, and I would like you to just raise your hand. Let's be as quick as possible. 2 to 3 persons. All right, Jessica, you can unmute your mic and speak. I believe you can see your screen, so you can speak to the questions. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Concerning your question, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Hello? Okay,
I can hear you.
Concerning the question,
Can you see us?
Can I see my screen? No, it's blank. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
How do you feel when you feel the course? Okay, to this point, I have gotten a C as my lowest point. Okay, saying that I felt disappointed. Like I knew I wasn't supposed to get that grade. I was disappointed when it got to a point that it wanted to weigh me down because I saw my 200 level results 31st of January. Yes, I saw two C's that but I went to the HOD's office to ask for a review. It's really pulled me down, weighed me down. It's brought down my morale. But coming to school and meeting with some friends I was able to speak with, they were like, I still have more two semesters to work on and just putting my effort in this semester in order to change whatsoever I had last semester. So what comes to my mind when something feels difficult? The next question. What comes to my mind when something feels difficult? Okay, at times I will get scared, but
Okay.
I've always tried having this mindset that as long as I'm in a difficult position, surely I'll make it through this.
Mm.
Yes, sometimes I feel so, but whenever I'm in that position, I boost myself with morale and with the mindset that I cannot leave this unfinished. I have to finish it, no matter how difficult it is. So that's what comes to my mind. Okay. Do you believe intelligence
Okay.
is fixed or can be developed? Okay. I feel intelligence can be developed. Yes.
Mm.
Intelligence is not fixed. It can be developed over time. Yes. Someone that is dull
Mm.
at times um with dedication, determination, yes, and being resilient, like you say, it can change the whole narrative of that person's story. Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you so much. Thank you for making input. Yasir, I can see your hand up. You want to contribute? Yasir, if you are speaking, your mic is muted. Okay. All right. Do we have any other person to speak, or we just move on? Now,
Hello.
one thing we need to. Okay, Tianyu, please go ahead.
How are you? If I just wanted to, to say that you're actually saying it, the right thing. You're actually saying it. So, I was there with you, and we know what we went through together. So
Yeah,
it's actually
yeah.
saying it. So, keep it up.
All right. Okay, so for context, this is Babatunde, Tianyu Babatunde, Enyo Lobo, a very good friend of mine. And from the picture I shared earlier, he's one of the persons that were on that picture. And he also is the person that graduated as the best graduating student. I think two of them, he and Sophia, right, during our set. Very intelligent young man, and he's doing amazingly well for himself. It's nice to have you here, Babatunde. Okay, now when we talk about or when we hear the word mindset, right? When we hear the word mindset, what do we think? A mindset is simply um, it's simply set of beliefs. It has to do with set of attitude that um, that you hold about your abilities, about your intelligence and potential, right? When we talk about your mindset, it has to do with the things that you believed right from time and how you respond to those beliefs, the things that you now do, your attitude, concerning your own abilities, your intelligence and potential. So it also influences how you handle challenges. Whenever challenge comes to you, right? Just like Jessica said, when she had a challenge, she was not impressed with her results. How do you feel? You are expected to handle challenges as feedback, right? This is the fact that you failed your course is to tell you that this is an area you need to improve on. This is an area you need to work on, right? It's more like a signal. You failed it, it's giving you a signal that, bro, you need to concentrate on this part because you are really lagging behind here, right? So it's basically mindset. There are people who would have bad results and they are going to be crying and they will feel so bad and they will hate themselves, they will beat themselves up, and then they would not want to try again because they believe if they try again, they are also going to fail. And what if they fail the second time? It will not look like they are failures, right? So how do you feel or how do you handle those challenges? Also, how do you respond to failure? Challenges are things that will come and they will definitely come. Do not at any point or have to sit and write a difficult course. It is not going to get better. The only time you have to be able to build the best of CGPA is your 100 level, because most of the things that they're going to be teaching you there are foundation. They're just basics, the things that you learned in secondary school. Get to a point where your time is getting short. You will need to get involved in so and so. You will need to also do things. These are challenges. How do you handle them? When you fail, how do you respond to those failures? Do you give up, or do you want to try again? Right? When people give you feedback and they tell you that, bro, you do not, you had, let's say there's a presentation in class, and we usually do presentations, of course. And after that, the lecturer gives you a feedback, or maybe some of your peers give you a feedback. How do you handle it? Do you feel like they are enemies of your progress? Somebody said that you used to stutter when you are talking, and then the next thing you are very angry, or somebody tells you that you don't know how to you don't have manners, and the next thing you are very angry. You feel like that person has insulted you. Whenever you take feedback and insult, it means that you have a poor mindset. So as students, we should develop a mind where we accept feedback, and when we accept it, we of course put them to practice. There's also how you approach learning. You don't approach learning from a mind or from a perspective that I know it all. I already know it. What's the essence? Why should I try? Or whenever you're in a group discussion, you are the one that wants to speak so loud. You want everybody to know your intellect. You are not ready to learn. When people are saying something, as long as it doesn't go or flow with your own ideology, which of course has been developed by the things that you've learned before, whether from your exposure, whether from the books you've read, whether from the people you've interacted with before. These are some of the things that have built up your person. But then when somebody is speaking or people are making contribution and it does not flow with your belief, if you don't have an open mindset to receive something or learn from something, then it means you don't have a good mindset. So how do you handle challenges? How do you respond to failure? Do you give up, or you try again until you win? How do you accept feedback? Do you get angry, or you want to learn more, or you want to take it as, an opportunity to improve? Or how do you approach learning, right? And so we want to look at fixed mindset and also growth mindset. Remember our learning objectives, right? We've been able to establish what a mindset is. We want to look at what are fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is a belief that abilities and intelligence are static and cannot change. You believe that you are born with the ability to sing. And because you are born with the ability to sing, you don't want to learn how to market yourself to sing. You just believe that your talent is in singing. Your talent is not in marketing. Some of you have the perception that you are just good at one thing. I am not good at this. When it comes to math, I am not good at it. It's not my thing. When it comes to Econ 303, Econ 105, just keep it aside. I'm not interested. This is not my field. This is not something I love doing. Right? I failed and I'm not smart. You will be like, first class is for certain people, it's not for people like me. You'll be like, presentation, I don't want to handle it. Group work is for certain people. Let's allow the smart people handle it. It's not for people like me. You have the belief that others are naturally better than you. Every now and again, when you come in the midst of people, and as a student or as students, you would definitely have to roll, walk, discuss. You would have to do things with other people. But when you meet with people, you have this naive mindset, very, very, very rigid, that you are just reserved. Some have even clothed it with telling themselves, I'm just an introvert. And because of that, you just let other people shine because you believe people are better than you. You don't even want to see reasons to try anything at all. There's no need to try it. It's not my thing. How should I? You know that if you try, you are going to fail. It has settled in your mind. It has settled so deep in your mind that if you try anything, you would fail. So because of that, there's no point trying. Whereas a growth mindset is a mindset that believes that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. So what we want to achieve with this our webinar is for you to be open to learning. Never limit yourself to anything. Do not limit yourself to anything at all. Everything and anything is possible. I want you to think. Everything and anything is possible. You just need to set your mind to achieve it. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. If there's no conceiving of it, if there's no belief of it, if it has not sinked into you, there is no way you'll be able to achieve it. So you need to have the mindset that says that I can improve with practice. Yes, I feel this course, but I can do better next semester. Yes, I've had carryover, but when I write this course again, I would get an A. It's a growth mindset. Yes, everything I'm doing is not working. I've tried, but I'll keep trying because I know I am going to be able to get better. You have the mindset that mistakes help me learn. You want to fail forward. You want to try as much as possible so you can fail enough to be able to get that success. Because when you make mistakes, you learn from it. You have the ability, the mindset that when something is hard, yes, it is hard, but I'll definitely figure a way out. You would want to put in the work. Yes, this course is difficult. Yes, this thing is difficult. Learning this skill, even as a student, is difficult. I know it is difficult, but I will put my mind to it. Excel. How can I be able to work on Excel, develop spreadsheets, work on formulas, do all this, do all that? It is difficult, but I would figure it out. And you would burn candle. You would spend data going through YouTube videos, going through articles, reading this, reading that, searching online until you figure a way. Believe that every effort that
Please, can you guys hear any sound, or am I the only one that is going through this issue?
Same here, Section. I also can't hear.
your
So I think this speaker has an issue, so he's not on the call. He just left the call, so but I hope he's going to join back soon. We just have 20 minutes left to end the call.
Hello, what's going on?
I think he's facing an issue, so he's not on the call.
Okay, thanks.
Can you guys hear me? Can anybody hear me? My network went messy. Anybody?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So let me continue sharing my screen. Let's see. All right. So we'll see how we can rush it because of the network issue. So there are people who are so scared of asking questions in class, which is very, very bad. There are people who also avoid this difficult subjects, difficult courses, difficult discussions. There are also people who have negative self-talk. You always talk negative about yourself every now and again, right? And when it comes to something that is difficult, you want to stay out of it, which is very, very bad. Because for you to be able to develop resilience, you must find a way to deal with things which are difficult. So here is a personal thought. Which of these do you struggle with most? I would like you to assess that personally. And these are the practical strategies for you to be able to develop a growth mindset. This is very, very important. If you can, please take note. But if you can't, I think I've shared the slide with Yasir, and hopefully you get to share it with you guys. So these are practical strategies that you can use to develop a growth mindset. Number one is that you have to change your language. Change your language. The language that you usually use has to change. So something like I am bad at a country 3, which I think during our time was one of the most difficult subjects, course rather, although some of our guys had A on it. So instead of saying I'm bad at so and so, you want to say I'm learning how to improve at Econ 303. So you change your language. The next thing is you embrace challenges. Challenges would definitely come. They would always come. So you want to embrace those challenges. When you see something that is difficult, you embrace it. So you see difficult tasks as an opportunity to grow. You step out of your comfort zone every time. Step out. When you have group work, join it, do the research, do the presentation. When you have exams or tests to write for, join group discussions. Embrace challenges, right? When there's a course that is difficult and people are saying it's difficult, go in fully. The next thing you want to do is focus on your efforts rather than focusing on just the results. So when you do little things, you also acknowledge the fact that you are trying and praise yourself for that. You also want to be able to track your improvements over time. So how have I improved? And the results don't lie, right? Except you have an issue. But if you could tell from your last CGPA, you can also tell that from this CGPA from this GPA of this semester, I've been able to improve. So you need to track your improvements. The next thing, or the final one, is to seek feedback. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. Always learn from corrections and criticism. When people tell you something that you need to work on, you need to improve on, take it and find a way to be able to improve on that. Okay, so we're going to run an exercise before we'll call it a day. Now, I want this to be very, very practical. We're all students here, so I want you guys to get your pen and paper. I want you guys to get your pen and paper. If you've done that, please show me by thumbs up. If you've done that, let me see thumbs up. Get a pen and paper. Yeah, thank you. All right. So if you've gotten that, write this down. I want you to write a recent academic challenge that you had, or maybe a personal challenge. It depends. Write that down. When you've written that down, then I want you to write down how you reacted to it at first. What was your initial reaction? What was your thoughts? What were the things that were running through your mind? You know, when you saw that your results, you expected A, but you saw C. Or you expected to have passed that course, but you saw a carryover. What was your reaction that moment? Did you cry? Did you curse the lecturer? Did you feel so bad, so downcasted? When that is done, I want you to now write a new growth mindset response. And that you can see that from the strategies that we've shared already. So which of these are you going to embrace? Which of these are you going to work with? Which of these 4 do you want to use? Would you now change your language, or would you embrace challenges, or would you focus on efforts, or do you want to reach out to that lecturer to seek feedback and ask, okay, so I saw that I failed your course. Can you advise me on which parts, or what do you think I didn't do well? Or you ask your peers. So what's it going to be? Change your language, embrace challenges, focus on efforts, or it's going to be seek feedback. When you have done that, I want just one person that can unmute his or her mic and tell us what they've been able to write down. Just one person. All right, Jessica. See, you've been very, very active. That's amazing. Please go ahead. You can unmute your mic and speak.
Okay, sir. I complete your question. Is it the step I cited now follow, or should I read out my personal challenge and the step anything?
Yes.
Please, Jessica, make it a bit quick. We have just few minutes to round up, and I notice you have been talking very slow. Just make it a bit quick. Thank you.
Okay, okay. The personal challenge, academic challenge I had was having low grade in 2 courses. Expected A or
Okay.
the B. I was bitter and I was downcasted. So the step I follow and I into the HOD. So I'm going to wait for feedback. Waiting for feedback. Mistake that happened.
I don't know if I'm the only one noticing this, but I can't hear Jessica speaking. I don't know if she's muted or she's no longer on the call. Oh, okay. Okay, I think she's muted.
I didn't hear you. Maybe it was the network. I should go on. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Can you all
If you
hear
can
me?
hear her, let her go on. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. The personal academic challenge I say that I was having a low grade in some of my courses. I expected A or the least B, but I had to. I was being harsh and perfect. Yes. So the step I would follow and I would say is to focus on my efforts. Yes, although I'm putting a good motivation, so I have to get sure that I want to receive feedback on where I went wrong. But in the meantime, as I'm waiting for that, I will focus on my efforts. I will improve and make sure that I don't, before I receive the feedback, I'll try my best to do best to make sure that I read consistently. Yes, although I'm not going to offer this course this semester, but when I receive feedback, I will improve in every areas and yes, move on. Yes, I'll move on.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing. Although I was unable to get in detail what you were saying, my network was really, really bad. But that shows a level of growth mindset for you to be able to come out to also share the things that you've written down, right? So I think we would come to a close now. We'll come to a close now. Basically, this, I would share the slides so we can be able to run through it. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I would leave us with this, that you don't have to be perfect to grow. You just have to be willing to learn. So if you are willing to learn, you would definitely grow. And that growth would begin to pay off when you are done with school and you get into the real world. You would find that the mindset you've been able to develop while you were in school, they would begin to yield great dividends because you'll begin to see the results. So thank you so much, guys. If you have a question or have any questions, I'll be taking questions for now.
All right, guys. I think you can start asking your questions. We had just 5 minutes for the call to end. So, if you have any question, you can just unmute your mic and speak. You don't need to raise your hands. Anyone can ask any question you have in mind, whether you're going through any challenge or anything. You can just ask.
Okay, thank you so much, Yasir. Thank you, sir, Ifeanyi, for the wonderful presentation. Thanks to all the audience that are present. My question is very short and very simple, just one question. And it's just in a situation where I don't know if I'm audible. Please, am I audible?
Yes, I
Yes,
can
you're
hear you.
audible.
Okay, okay. In a situation where one keeps on having this growth mindset and keeps on doing the right thing, finding every possible way to improve, but the desired results you still do not get it after some reasonable amount or level of effort. What's the best thing one can do? So is there any situation where you advise that okay, this thing I've been trying to do it and I've tried separate or several methods. I've still not gotten it. Okay, maybe I should just leave it, or the best advice is to keep on trying. Or is there any point where you just like, okay, at this point when you get to this point, maybe you should do another thing or look into another way,
All
or the
right.
advice is to want to continue. I don't know if you get my question, sir.
Yeah, I get your question very well, and it's a very intelligent question. In fact, it's something that a lot of people are going through. There's a medical name for it. I don't know, but it's a paralysis. Although it's in psychology, right? It's a situation where you've invested so much into a course, into doing something, and probably into starting a business, for instance, into pursuing to study medicine, for instance, into studying engineering or economics, into your academics, into a relationship, into a job, whatever it is, but it's a situation where you have invested so much time, effort, and energy, and you are not getting results. And because of that, you just cannot back out. It's a psychological problem. So we need to understand at what point, just like you ask, should somebody be able to know that, I need to step out of this. I need to stop doing this. I need to try something else. Now, one thing we need to understand is that your goal should be static. Your goal should be static, but the way or the direction to achieving that goal shouldn't be static. This is where feedback comes in. I'll give an instance. Let's say, for instance, your goal is to get an A in a course. The process to achieving that should not be static. There are people that will study in the morning for 2 hours or during the day for 2 hours. They will get an A in a course. There are people who they study in the night. They do TDB every night, every night. It works for them. They will get the result. There are people who they thrive more in group discussion. It works for them. They will get the results. If you tried so and so process and it doesn't work, it's a feedback for you to change that process. It's foolishness for you to try a process, it doesn't work, and you try it again, all in the name of, in quotes, don't give up. Are you getting it, Matthew? And this is what motivational speakers have done to us. In the quote, do not give up, don't give up, I will not give up, I will not give up, and you are doing the same thing over and over again, you're expecting a different result. How? So if your goal is to get an A in a course, you or to get A's in
Hello.
Okay, I think I've been able to answer that question. Are you fine with that, Matthew? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
I
you so much,
can
sir.
hear you.
All right, all right.
So I think the call is the I'm just please can you hear me please? If you can hear me, just tell me if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm just receiving a message that the call is about to end. So I would want to use this as an opportunity to appreciate our presenter, Mr. Ifeanyi, for taking his time to mentor the next generation. And I will say honestly that this would not have been possible without every one of us being here. And even me, before I opened this meeting, I had serious network issues. I think there was a time where I was actually not able to access the meeting, but I want to appreciate every single one of us, from the speaker to those who supported us in making this possible and those who were present here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. So if we have nothing more to say, I think we are going to end the call at this moment. Thank you so much once again.